right, so you guys are on your way to Wuzhen. You're traveling through the wilderness. Elliot, are you leading the way?
Yeah, I assume I would be.
Okay. Could you make a survival roll?
Yeah, should I have 1 degree of drunkenness? I probably would be.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's about right for your character.
Yeah. I got a 10. Well, 9 and 10.
All right. Okay, so in that case, you know the drill. You see the threat before it sees you. Essentially, um, you're heading south to Wuzhen. You're not traveling by road. You're traveling sort of close by the canal, but not. I'm assuming not directly on the side of it or anything. Um, but you see some men in blue robes who look like Iron God Mung's men, forming kind of like a line. Do you know what I mean? Like a line extending from the canal.
Okay.
And they go in, nearly a mile.
Weird. I point this out to the party, to Saffron Tigress and stuff.
She says it's
Looks
very
like
unusual.
yeah, it's very.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, but they look like Iron God Mung's men.
Well, aren't we friends with them? So there should be anything to worry about, right?
Not necessarily. We don't know if Iron God Mung would still be on our side if the Empire is putting pressure on him. I couldn't even trust my brother.
I don't think you could trust him before the Empire got involved.
No, he gave me good wine. I could trust him.
He gave you poison wine.
It was still good. Well, do you think we should try and avoid them or talk with them?
Good question.
That's the first time Boris Drunken Sword has said like that of the question that he's asked, so he feels immensely proud of himself.
If we can avoid them, that would be the easiest thing to do. But so who we have with us? There's you. There's Saffron Tiger. Who else is in our party here?
You have Ni Ping. Did you guys have anybody else with you, or is it?
Got Wuji.
Wuji, of course.
Oh, we got Woody, yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of a large party to try and sneak past a group.
Well, because of Boris Drunken Sword's expert navigation skills through the wilderness, you were able to detect this setup before it became an issue. So you will be able to work your way around it if you choose.
Oh, okay. I'm all for just walking around if we
Yeah,
can.
I
do
was
so.
about to say, sorry.
What was that?
Sure. We'll go around it
Okay. All right.
undetected.
All right. So you go around it and you reach Wuzhen. Did you want to go directly to the bookshop, or did you want to do anything else?
Saffron Tigress. Pardon?
So it's probably best to go straight to the bookshop so our faces are seen by as little people as possible.
It may be, but Saffron Tigress mentioned that we may want to try recruiting people to our cause. Before we go into hiding, we may want to send a message to anybody whom she could point out, because we don't have that many connections ourselves, but she'd probably have more. And we could send a message to Iron God Mum.
Yeah, I think we've either killed or broken the arms and legs of every possible ally we've met so far.
Well, you have what's his name, and Blue Cloud Manor in Hiyun.
Who was that again?
Um,
Let me check
Blue
my
Cloud
notes.
Manor. Let me just see if I can find his name.
Oh, shoot.
Gao Kang. Invincible Cloud.
Yeah. That's who I'm up for going to see.
What was that, Adam?
Yeah, that's my vote for our next direction.
All right, so you guys are that's a day away from here. You could go directly there from here if you wanted to, or you could.
Well, I mean, as far as wanted posters and stuff go, Adam's character I don't think is as wanted as us.
I don't think so.
No, in fact, when you guys come to town, you do see accurate wanted posters. I don't know if you guys recall that the posters were not.
Yeah,
accurate.
the last ones were not accurate.
Yeah, these are accurate, but they don't mention Adam.
Okay.
Well, I'm a beggar anyway. I'm less obtrusive.
Yeah, so what you can do, Adam, is whilst we're holed up, practicing our kung fu and stuff, and hiding, you can go out and try and garner sympathy with powers whom we can rally around our cause.
Okay. So what is our cause?
Well, let's speak to
I think
Saffron
the Glorious
Tigers.
Emperor.
So where
I
are
think
you
that
guys as you're
destroying the
doing
Empire-
this? Number one, you guys are in Wuzhen. It's a small, but orderly city, and there is, I should point out, a strong Yao presence here. So
There is?
Yep. You do see Yao about. You're pretty sure.
And my
What, they just walking about like
Yeah,
it's
well, I mean,
normal.
within the Empire, that's not all that unusual, but you see signs of the Yao being in the city.
my Yao Vassing
I
saber
just rolled a D10
is
for that
hot
thing.
Oh, that's right. You got the right. Well, no, none of them get. You don't have any brushes with them that are that close. You just can sort of, as you're approaching the city, I'm assuming you can kind of see them meandering about.
Yeah. Okay, so I think our idea works pretty well with. I mean, I'm sure if we talk to Saffron Tigris, the whole thing would probably be, this probably starts and ends with the Empire, doesn't it?
What do you want to say to her?
To what extent are we going with this? Are we going to destroy the Empire? I'm down for that.
She says, "I hadn't thought that far ahead. I was just assuming that I would make my last stand against them."
Last stand. I mean, if you last stand it and stuff, and you're killed, then what happens to Daofang and Wuji, Then they get killed. If you last stand it by yourself, then it's useless. It's rather we got to organise, and then we can all put all of ourselves out there, and if we all die, well, we're all already dead, so it doesn't matter. But then if we succeed, then we're better off,
I think that's the
You're
smartest
down
thing
for
you've
trying
ever
to kill the
said.
glorious Emperor?
She says, "Very well, Boris Drunken Sword. I think this is a good idea."
Right. Then we need as much support as we can get, and we're gonna kill Glorious Emperor.
You can't
Okay.
Best thing I hear come in. We're going to kill the glorious emperor. Sorry, I'm
She
late.
says, "Well, we're
Get
going to
back
need
in.
support for sure. There hasn't been a real resistance against the glorious Emperor in some time. Not for at least
That's
20
where
years.
our beggar friend comes in. I point at
So, if we're going to garner support, we need to have something for people to rally around here. So, in whose name are we going against the Emperor? What's our cause here exactly in doing that?
Saffron Tigress would probably be like the best name to rally under, considering
Nah.
he's got the history of.
a better name to rally under would be your father, Dalfan.
Yeah, actually, as he's a martyr.
And he saved
He's
lot
a
of
martyr.
heroes.
He saved a lot of heroes' lives.
With no martial powers of his own.
So we're
Exactly.
killing
So
the
that would
Emperor.
also help. That would also help unite the common people.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting an angle here that I might be able to use. Yes.
I just want to say, I just ate a fortune cookie, and the fortune is fucking brutal. Instead of spending time daydreaming, do something useful.
Sticking indictment of role-playing games.
It's too brutal. We just got served. Either way, yeah, I think that's probably our best bet for like a rallying figure.
Okay, so Invincible Cloud, I'm the one that knows him. Let's see. So
And he's in Hiyun. I sent you guys the map again in the message thing.
I've got
you
the
guys are
map.
in Wuzhen.
So
And Kenny, on your way to Wuzhen, you encountered a line of Iron God Mung's men that seemed to be forming like a net for anyone traveling south, and you guys went around it because you didn't know why he was doing
Okay.
that.
Kenny, is your mic working?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just nodding sagely.
Well, so I think we're gonna head off to this safe house to try and hide away as much as we can and just like work on reinforcing our kung fu, whilst Adam goes around trying to recruit people to be sympathetic to our cause. At least for this next couple of days, whilst Adam goes off to
All right. The safe house you were at, Kenny, was Pei Family Bookshop. They had some chambers underground where you were originally going to be bringing your family.
And there was that weird guy there as well, right?
Yeah, there's an odd guy there.
just wait till he meets me. Okay.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
Well, we're gonna head over to the bookshop to try and take refuge and hide there for some time.
I guess I'm headed off to Heiyun to talk to Invincible Cloud here.
Okay. All right. So why don't we do with the bookshop first? You guys go to the bookshop, and Pei DeLong is there. He's the proprietor, and he recognizes you, Kenny, and he nods.
Greet him and say, "May we stay a while."
He nods, and he leads you in the back, and he takes you downstairs, and you can see that strange guy is still in one of the chambers, and he says, "Do you need anything while you're here?"
Wine.
Of course. He goes upstairs and comes down with some wine. It's
I
not
I
the
go to
best wine in
drink
the
it.
world.
go to drink it and I go, alright, and I hold it out to Dalfang and Wuji and I go, is this poisoned?
I'll just shake my head and say, "No, I trust owner Pei. Pei? Is it Pei, right?"
Pay.
Yeah.
Pay
I'll
DeLong.
start drinking it.
And that's exactly what he wants you to do. You've been building up to this moment.
And he says, "Is
It's
there
all here,
anything,
boys.
anything you need from the city?"
What did he say?
He said, "Do you need me to get anything for you from the city?"
I can't think of anything.
I'm just gonna hand over a few towels to him. I'll give him like 3 towels and say, we'll be causing you some inconvenience in the future, so it's just a little bit of money to help me recoup the cost.
He says, "Thank you, sir." He says, "This is no trouble at all." And he says, "I'm going to be purchasing some items in the market. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be leaving in a few hours."
I just say,
We should probably get a food supply.
Yeah, we need food probably.
Food. All right. He nods.
Wine.
Or so we need wine.
Yeah.
I will get you more wine as well, sir.
Good.
I'll just say, be careful. The Empire is particularly active at the moment.
Yes, so I've heard. I've been following the rumors lately, and things are definitely getting worse.
I nudged Dalfang and I go, "Yeah, that we're famous."
And
And I think I'll probably tell him. I'll just mention we're not going to let the Empire trample over us for much longer.
He sort of leans in. He says, "What are you planning?"
I just shake my head and go, "We're not sure yet, but you can rest assured we're not just going to wait for the Emperor to come for the Dog Emperor to come for our necks."
He nods and he says, "You didn't hear this from me, but there's a gentleman in the other chamber who you might want to acquaint yourself with. I believe that you are on the same side as him."
I'm nodding, going, "Thanks for the information."
And Adam, can you give me a survival roll to get to Hyun?
Maybe. Let's see.
If you want to hire a guide before you leave the city, you can do that if you want.
Actually, I've got 2 dice.
Okay.
I should be.
Hear me out on this, guys. Our way to kill the glorious Emperor. Dirigible, full of explosives.
All right, I rolled an 8 and a 1, so
All right, so you got an 8.
yeah.
All right, so you make it. And Kenny, are you keeping track of the time?
It was the 19th when I was tracking.
All right, so it is now the 20th, so it'll be the 21st when you arrive in Hyun, Adam.
Okay.
So you reach Hyun, and you said you wanted to go to Blue Cloud Manor?
Yes.
All right.
I'm headed for Blue Cloud Manor.
All right. All right, so you go to Blue Cloud Manor, and there is a servant out front.
Excuse me, I'm here to see Invincible Cloud.
He nods, and he goes inside, and he comes out, and a woman who you recognize as Li Shen comes out, and she nods to you. And you've met her before, right? You guys have a first name basis, I assume.
Yeah, they're trying to recruit us at some point. Yeah.
She says, "Please come this way," and she takes you to an inner hall, and eventually Invincible Cloud comes in and sits down. And and I'm sorry, what's your character's name, Adam?
It's Lu Ping.
Lu Ping. He says, "Lu Ping, how are you doing?"
I am well. I have come to inform you the tide is turning against the Emperor. Yeah, but...
Go
The
on.
glorious, boorish, drunken sword has finally decided he can no longer put up with that asshole's antics anymore, so he's going to lead the whole martial world against him.
I was going to say something similar, but not quite that. I forget. What's the name of the guy that we're avenging here? I actually don't know his name.
Apothecary Chin.
Chin, that's right.
The Apothecary.
Yes.
Was his first name actually Apothecary?
No. He knew from a very early age what he was destined to be.
Some people just have a knack. Yes, Apothecary Chin has been killed by the Emperor's Yao, and vengeance has begun against him. The Drunken Boris sword has recovered the Yao killing sword and has been cleaving through the Emperor's followers.
He says, "Well, this is very good news. You certainly have my support, but I must warn you. I've heard rumors that Iron God Mung was captured by the Emperor, and some say that Saffron Tigress was behind it."
There's no truth to that. I've been with the Saffron Tigress. We did encounter some of Iron God Mung's men while moving down the canal, but we avoided them out of caution. We didn't want to complicate matters. Do you have any idea why they would be along the canal, if you know what they're up to?
He says, "Well, one of their men stopped by here not too long ago and asked me if I knew where you were, and he said something about Iron God.
Me specifically?
Not you specifically. Your group.
Okay.
The people that you're associated with. I don't know if it's true, but what he was saying was Saffron Tigress had arranged a meeting with Iron God Mung, and at that meeting, Iron God Mung was detained by the Empire's forces, and he claimed to have a witness.
And who was his witness?
A man named Shen, who's a part of their organization, I guess.
Strange news. I don't know why he would tell such a story, but we've been counting on Iron God Mung as continuing as an ally. I suppose the proper way to put an end to this rumor would be to get him released from the Emperor. Do you know anything about where he's being held?
No, but I've heard that that there's a man in Wuzhen who might have this information.
And who would that be?
Just give me 1 second to navigate my document. I
Sure.
apologize.
The Apothecary Chin.
It's fine. I could use a moment to look at the map and figure out where Wuzhen is.
Magwan.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, Magwan of Magwan's Lacquer Shop. Who, Adam, you would know. He's the guy that is in charge of the Emerald Assassins.
Hang on, let me get this down. What's his name again?
His name is Ma Guan, and he owns a lacquer shop in Wuzhen, and he's like an information broker also. But in addition to dabbling in information and lacquer, he's the head of the Emerald Monks, which are like a small time assassin group, which the party has had dealings with before.
All right.
Negative dealings.
Yes. Yes, in fact, he tried to poison Iron God Mung, if I remember.
So Magwan has tried to poison.
Yes.
So
the Invincible Cloud doesn't know anything of that, but you would probably have heard that from the party.
So he may not be an ideal person to go and consult as far as trying to spring.
No, but he's also a very reliable information source and has a lot of inside contacts in the Empire.
Okay, so if I go talk to him alone and he doesn't know my connection, I might be able to get the information. I have to try and think of a way to ask him where he is without giving the implication that I'm trying to rescue him. That's the trick. Let's see. How can I spin this? Well, I thank Invincible Cloud for his information. He's like, I will see if I can find out where he's being held. And I think freeing him will be an urgent next step. So if we need your assistance with all that matter, I'll be back to consult with you. But for now, I'll find out where he is. So I'll head off on my journey. So now I'm going to think about what I'm going to say when I get there. But
Okay.
I guess you can get back to the others while I think about it.
Okay, before you leave, he says, tell Saffron Tigress she has my support.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going from Heiyun to Wuzhen. So Let's see. I might want to stop through Daoju just to give the news. I mean, it's a little bit out of my way, but not crazily out of my way.
Oh well, the
So-
party's in
We're
Wujian
not
too.
in Daja.
What's that?
We're not in Daja.
We're in
Oh,
Wuhan.
where are you?
We're in Wujian as well.
Oh, yeah, we started Daoju. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, great. So that's convenient. I'll go to Wuhan. Yeah.
Okay, so before you do that, I'm just going to go back to the party, and then I'll give you a survival roll to head back.
Sure.
All right, so you guys are inside the bunker, for lack of a better word, and what are you doing?
So who's with us at the moment? Just Saffron, Tigress.
Niping and Daofeng and Boris Drunken Sword.
Okay. Anyone injured? Other than like Daofeng losing a leg and
I got pretty banged up in the.
Yeah, I got kind of banged up. With a night's rest, I'll be on 6 wounds out of 9.
probably do some basic first aid.
Okay, you can make some medicine rolls for them. You can like make one each day to see if you get that additional wound. Do you guys have any healing techniques or no?
No.
Okay. So
Does
the
Saffron
natural
Tigress know
way.
any healing techniques?
Huh?
Does Saffron Tigress know any
Oh,
healing
let me
techniques?
check. It's a good question.
She,
If anybody did, she probably would.
she could technically teach me. Are we at 55 total XP at the moment?
Yes. We
Yeah, that's what we've got.
So I've got some spare, so
All right.
I thought might be in like 25.
All right. She's no Sima Hao, that's for sure.
But as in, like, can she teach me the technique to...
Which technique?
I don't know, can she teach me a technique that can help speed up recovery, or...
I'm looking that up. I don't think she has anything like that, but let me just double
Okay.
check it.
Like Breath of the something or other, right?
She doesn't have that, no. She has yeah, she doesn't have anything that she can use to heal you right now.
I'll just
But-
do a basic medicine check.
But let
then.
me check Nipung. She might
Okay.
she might have something. No, she doesn't either. In fact, your dad was probably the better at healing people than
Yeah. No slouch, but I've only got 2d10, so whatever. I suppose her... Actually, no. Oh, I got 2d10, yeah. I got 8 for Daofeng.
All right, so you give him a bomb, basically, make sure he doesn't get infections.
And I'll try on Boris Drunken Sword as well. And I got a 9.
All right. So the same thing.
Yeah.
But you guys are, you'll have like a full day of healing, pretty much. So.
Yeah. I'll pop that in.
Did you guys want to do anything before Adam gets back, or you just want to?
Yeah, I'll
Well,
go
that-
talk to the guy, actually, I think.
Okay.
Or we
Yeah.
can go talk to the guy.
All right. What's everybody's detect?
2d10.
3% hearing. 2 for the others.
All right, and Kenny.
2.
All right. Elliot, I'm sending you something.
Okay.
All right. So so he's in another chamber, and he's just kind of dressed in simpler traveler's clothes. And he nods when you approach, and he gets up, and he kind of makes a slight bow.
I'll greet him. I assume I'm the one, like, sort of stepping forward to talk to him.
Okay.
Unless,
So
like, I don't know. I don't know if Drunken Sword is going to...
it's up to you
make
guys. You
him-
guys do whatever you want.
I'm stood nearby drinking at this point, staring at this person.
I'll bow a bit and go, crap, I have his name written somewhere.
Li Bao, right?
Li Bao. Yeah. Yes, Li Bao. I go, greetings, Li Bao, we meet again.
He nods and he says, what brings you back?
I'll just shake my head and say, what else? That dog emperor, of course.
Yes. And he kind of, just sort of looks a little bit awkward.
I strike at the awkwardness of a conversation. I step forwards. I go, hey, if you were married to a man, would you rub his feet?
He just looks at you strangely and says, "Why would I be married to a man?"
Well, I mean, because you're a woman. I mean, your dress is all weird and you talk like a weirdo, but you're a woman.
He says, "I think I've had enough."
Your boobs are bound tightly, but they can't be totally hidden away. The wine gives me this excellent vision.
So he sort of reaches towards the hilt of his sword and says, "I think this conversation is over."
I'll just sort of try to hush Boris Johnson's and go, "It's fine, boss. Just let me talk to them." Gender neutral.
Trust women to get emotional.
I'll just try to shoo him away and it's out so he can keep drinking.
Okay.
I'll turn back and go and resume the conversation, or try to anyway, if they are less hostile.
Okay. What do you want to say?
And I'll say, the Yao have finally found Apothecary Chin, and they murdered him not long ago.
How do you know this?
He was my father.
And I was there.
He takes a closer look at you. And he says, "I can see the resemblance. I think you're telling the truth."
And I'll just say, I've had enough of this tyrant oppressing everyone, and having all the martial heroes live in fear that one day they may be hunted down and turned into things that are neither dead nor alive to serve his every whim.
How do I know I can trust you?
I'll just say,
how do we know we can trust you, lady?
I'm gonna try and see all the ones of Kashan on Boris Johnson's
he goes
swords.
he goes for his sword again.
Okay, I got a 3 against parry, so that I won't.
You do not succeed. I'll kind of go for my sword as well, like entering a sword stance.
I'll just look around and be really confused and just be like, what is everyone doing? Can we not just have a proper conversation?
Hey, they're the one hiding what they really are from us, and then saying that they can't trust us. It's rude.
Sometimes we have to do things to pass unnoticed in the Empire.
And I'll just say, and besides, if the Bao was a woman, it's probably safer to travel as a man. Especially if they're by themselves.
But doesn't mean it's not rude to say they can't trust us.
Well, technically, I'll just look at the Boris Johnson sword and just say like, we never actually asked what gender they were, so they never lied. They gave the name, Hey,
they lied when I said that they're a woman. They said I'm not.
Did they? She just said she had enough of a conversation. She didn't say that she wasn't a woman.
No, like right at the start. They're like, why would I be sleeping with a man?
Yeah, that's not saying that's not saying they're a woman. Just saying that they don't want to sleep with men. Could be a lesbian.
Just keeping up the pretense, mate.
Anyway, we got mildly derailed.
Okay, so you're definitely. I mean, now that he's pointed you in this direction, you can tell this is probably a woman, and she looks at you and she says, "Prove to me that you're not working for the Emperor." And she's looking at you, Kenny, because you're the one that is doing most of the talking with her.
I'll start pulling stuff out of my clothes and pull up the Emperor's like grade 4B or like 2B plates and stuff.
I'll just go, well, we've killed 2 of the Emperor's inspectors, and I just sort of point at the clutter that Boris Drunken Sword has dropped on the floor there, and go, I've got, was it a 4B and what the other
4B AA.
4B and an AA badge, and he's holding the Yao killing sword, which we borrowed from the guy.
Some guy.
The guy with the thing.
Master Zhang, do you show her the Yao rattling saber?
Yeah, sure.
She nods, and she looks at you, Kenny, and she says, "Have you ever heard of the key of the Pillar of Wisdom?"
I just shake my head and say, "This is the first I've heard of it. Up until now, we've had very little dealings with the Emperor. My parents did not want us to get caught up in unnecessary trouble."
She takes out a long blade from her robe. It's like that long, and it's tinged with blood. And she says, "This kills Yao permanently. And I've used it twice."
I want it.
You already have one.
Yeah, this one's only rental.
I'll nod and say, we are currently trying to find like-minded heroes to form a coalition to put an end to this Emperor for good.
She says, "Well, I would be happy to join your cause. I have matters to tend to, though."
I nod and say, naturally, we wouldn't be making a move anytime soon. This sort of venture will take a bit of preparation and gathering of resources and people. If it were that easy to kill the Emperor, then the previous uprisings wouldn't have failed so badly. I assume they failed badly. I'm just talking
they've
about
all
my
failed
asses.
pretty terribly. They've all failed pretty terribly. She says, "Well, I will join you if I survive my mission."
Side quest flag. I'll go. I'll just say. It sounds like you're doing something dangerous. Maybe. Is there anything we can help with? After all, like you are the wielder of a weapon which will be greatly helpful in the fight against the Emperor and his Yao.
She says, if it's very risky. I don't know if you want to participate. I'm going to infiltrate where they keep the hearts of the Yao to retrieve one of the boxes."
I'm not.
Why not just burn the place down to the ground? Like, surely that will destroy all hearts.
She says, "You can destroy all but one of them."
Why do you want one of the hearts?
She says, "I want to reverse the process."
Ah, is this your boyfriend?
She just turns away from you and looks at Kenny, and she says, I think it's best that I tend to this task on my own, and I meet with you when I'm done."
I call over her back to Wuji. Is she blushing?
I'll just shake my head and go and say, perhaps I can be of assistance. I am pretty decent, I say, at sneaking into and out of places.
She says, "Okay, I'll take you with me. But he needs to stay quiet. I don't want him."
It's fine. They need to gather they need to gather more people. And anyway, and I don't think I've seen Boris Drunken Sword sneaking before, have I?
No.
I don't know if he's like a stealth kind of guy. I don't think that's his.
Yeah.
Not really what he's been about.
Well, she says, My task is in Lifan at the statue of the Bold King.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Wait, that's not the one where we were at, was it? That was the Crown of Gushan. Never mind.
Yeah, you would know. This is Lifan is further south.
Okay. I'll nod and say I can leave after I make some preparations.
Very well. I will be here, and I'll be ready to go when you can leave.
I need to go and learn some techniques from my mother. Last minute studying. I'm gonna assume like she was teaching me during the like few days that we had.
Yeah, she would have been able to. Did she? Were you learning a specific technique from her?
Well, she had all of those weird flywist techniques that we were looking at before.
And have you mastered any of them or no?
No, because yeah, we were a bit distracted the last couple. Well, I wasn't actually here for a few of those sessions, but I think I would have been trying to learn from her during the sort of downtime.
So there's Storm of the Flywisk, Flash of the Flywisk, Endless Cloud of the Flywisk is too high level.
Are these the ones from the scroll thing that we got?
No. These are the ones that she knows.
Okay.
Were you talking about the secret techniques from the manual?
Yeah.
What was that? Manual of Master Guruan. So that's endless. That's the Endless Cloud of the Flywisk is from that one. The other technique is the 10,000 Finger Strike, and the 5 Poison Lash of Wan Mei.
5 Poison Flash of Wan Mei sounds cool.
Let me see the.
And very in character to that.
All right, 5 Poison. So it's Chi rank 5. So you're Chi rank 5, right?
No. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're still 4.
Oh, you're still 4. Okay, so this would be for next level. You lash out your Flywisk, sending a wave of venomous Chi energy pulsing into the target. And it can be used on multiple targets cathartically. And the other technique is the 10,000 Finger Strike. So let's look that one up real quick.
If that's arm strike, then I don't.
not your forte.
I literally cannot.
All right. It is. Believe it or not, it's light melee and medicine.
Oh, whoa!
Because it's not okay. It's a misleading name. It's actually a Flywisk technique. It's you basically strike every meridian in a person's body, afflicting them with a crippling condition. It's a Chi rank 5 ability though also.
Okay.
So you can just continue working on those with your mother, I suppose.
Yeah. Just. And does she have any Nagon counters? More importantly.
All right. Let's see.
Iron Body or the like. Or reverse, insert reversal or whatever. Because I only have one dodge.
Over.
So your mother is not the best counter fighter in the world. She can teach you something like whirling dodge.
Which are, unfortunately.
I'm sorry?
Which I already know, unfortunately.
Yeah, so she's not, not her strong suit.
Well, I'll just keep practicing my Flywisk, and I'll spend the 5 XP to add expertise in Flywisk as well now.
Okay, so how many ranks in Flywisk do you have?
Well, I've got 2d10 in light melee plus 1d10 from the expertise now, so 3 total.
All right. Okay, so you guys are going to get another day of healing, I believe, before Adam returns.
So that will make it the 22nd.
Does that put everybody at full health?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, but I missed a bit of that.
That's okay. Just waiting for... Oh, there he is.
And can I find some this is a bookshop, right? Does Pooh, Mr. Pooh or whatever his name is, have any medical books?
Yes.
would I know?
Well,
You know,
so they specialize in gazetteers, but you could probably find some medical books if you want to spend a day looking through.
yeah, I just want to like pick up some reading material. Just eventually, I'll spend the 10 points to get the third pip in medicine, but I just want to lay the groundwork for that. By
So you're reading books on some great work on medicine. Adam, can you give me a survival roll?
I can. 2 dice. Got a 9.
All right, so you make it to Wuzhen the next day. Oh, by the way, I think I'm hearing somebody type.
Me, sorry.
That's okay.
I'll just mute my mic quickly.
So you make it to Wuzhen, Adam.
Okay. I'll go meet up with the rest of the crew to hide out.
All right, so Adam returns.
I have good news. Invincible Cloud is on our side. He's giving Saffron Tiger his support. I also have bad news, which is that Iron God Meng has been captured by the Emperor. And on top of that, there is a claim that Saffron Tiger betrayed him to the Emperor.
So Saffron Tiger says, this is an outrageous claim. It's obviously false. It was probably that no good scholar Han who spread the rumor.
I told him the same thing, and I said that we will free Iron God Meng to prove that we had no involvement in his capture.
Saffron Tiger says, Wuji, remind me to peel off Scholar Han's face before I finish this task.
Was that who Invincible Cloud said reported
No,
it? I didn't write that name.
He said somebody named Shen. What did you say,
Shen.
Stephen?
I said maybe like Would you can finish what he started and do it himself.
I'll just say, if we took his skin off his face, that would make him far too. that would make him much more handsome than he is right now.
She says, well, I would not want to undo your work.
Do you know of a person named Shen? Because Shen is supposedly the witness to your fictional treachery.
I know he's one of Iron God Mung's men.
Okay.
One of his higher-ranking men.
Well, apparently Ma Guan is the person who has the best chance of knowing where Meng is being held. So if we can get the information from him, we can attempt to rescue.
Just shake our head and say we have a grudge with the Emerald Tree Monks. What are they? And the Emerald.
The Emerald Monks.
The Emerald Monks.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Emerald Monks, yeah.
Yes, I'm aware of that. So obviously they're unlikely to know of me, though, so I can attempt to get the information. But if they're also unfriendly with Iron God Meng, which seems to be the case, I need a reason to ask them for the information, which is not that I am attempting to rescue him. So that is a challenge.
Say that Iron God Meng owes your master, or like somebody who's employed you, a lot of money for some drugs or something, and that you need to confirm like whether or not he's really dead or like just imprisoned. For the sakes of the debt.
That's not a bad starting point there, yeah. So yes, if he owes my master money and I need to verify his capture, yes, I would need to know his location. Okay.
What day of the month is it, Kenny?
22nd.
Of which month?
Elephant Moon.
Elephant Moon, all right.
Okay. I'm going to go with that.
Well, before you go though, we might have to. You might need some money because he is after all an information broker.
That's a good point.
I don't imagine they'll just give you the information for free. I don't actually know the going rate for information. I want to see if I can ask Pay Mr. Mr. Pay? Mr. Pay?
Yep,
Is that
Mr. Pay.
Okay. Mr. Pay. If Mr. Pay knows how much it would be to get information from Magwan.
He charges a lot for his knowledge. I mean, it would depend on what you're trying to find out, but I've heard people spending as much as 500,000 spades on a bit of information from him.
Indeed. I'll just tell Mr. Pay that supposedly he has information on where Iron God Mung is being held.
Well, I would be happy to donate some books if that'll help you.
I'll shake my head and go, no.
I have one silver tail.
Do you have any information about this Magwan? Anything we can use to sort of, curry favor with him or earn favor with him?
I mean, he's a really bad man. I try not to have many dealings with him.
Well, to be fair, can we just take him and torture him until he talks? It's been not exactly our modus operandi, but it's something we've done in the past. And we're
Just remember, we're not in the most friendly place.
No.
So it wouldn't be easy kidnapping him, and it probably would arise a lot of attention to us.
Well,
so how much do we have of it to spend on this?
I have
I've
5
got
tails.
16 tails, but I don't want to spend them on
I
stuff.
see.
And besides, there's always the chance that he could feed us off false information that will lead to whoever's mounting the rescue mission to be captured.
Well, that's why I don't want to tell him it's a rescue mission. That's my first concern. I don't, if we go with the angle that he owes money, we need to verify that he is indeed captured. And this isn't a clever cover story so he can avoid his debts.
How are your wits?
If you go with a few tails, then you should be able to spend it to get it. And if he says, I need more money, just say the debt isn't large enough to to satisfy this large a bribe or whatever. Hopefully you can get the sympathy.
Got a wits of 7. That's sort of good.
Do you have anything in deception or?
Deception? No, I've got persuasion.
What are you trying to do, Adam?
We're just trying to see what the best angle is based on pitiful Ping's stats.
Yeah. Persuasion is really my goal, not my thing, not deception. I'm not particularly.
Well,
I guess
you're a member of the
just go
beggar
trifle.
sect, or not the nature dwelling monk sect. So you have you have access to your own information network.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. So can I get a hold of my contacts there?
Oh yeah, they're in every city. You have all kinds of contacts.
Great.
In fact, Chief Wu is probably somewhere around if you try to find him.
Okay, I'll go looking for Chief Wu.
All right. Do you have just make any survival roll will do for this situation. I don't necessarily need city survival, but just general beggar sense.
I'm consistently rolling 9s.
All right.
So.
All right. So yeah, you find Chief Lu hanging out under an inn. Just sort of
I'm literally under an inn.
just getting
He's in the
what food he
crawl
can
space
from
underneath
people
it.
on their way out.
All right, I'll crawl down there. Chief Wu.
He looks over at you. He says, Lu Ping, what do you want?
I need information. Iron God Meng has been captured by the Emperor. We need to know where he is being held.
Why do you think I would know that? Are you
I don't
accusing
know.
me
You
of
might
working
know
with the Emperor?
someone. What?
Are you accusing me of working with the Emperor?
Not at all. I just thought you might know someone who knows, and so on and so on.
I can't say that I've heard any information on that one.
Hmm. 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 No information. No. Anyone who would be in a better position to know?
Well, just give me 1 second here.
Sure.
I mean, I suppose you could talk to Chief Gao in Mai Chun. He's a little more informed than me.
Chief Gao.
I don't know if he knows anything, though.
Okay. Chief Gao. Who's Chief Gao?
You've never met him before, but you've heard the name. He's just
Yeah.
he's just the beggar in charge of the nature loving monk sect in Mai Chun.
Okay. Yeah, I'll track down Chief Gao then. I thank him for his help as much as it was.
He says, something for my troubles.
I'll give him my silver tail.
All right,
The whole tail?
he smiles.
Do you not have anything smaller?
He
That's
smiles.
all I have. That is the only coin I have had this entire campaign that I've been in it.
Jesus Christ. You should have said, can you break a tail?
It's money.
Giving him a 10 spade tip, you know?
I'm not really that concerned with money. It's someone will give me another coin. Coins come and go. I don't know.
You just don't know how to do maths, do you?
No, actually I don't. But I don't know. I buy stuff. I just lay the coins on the counter. They take the coins they need.
Is that enough? He says, putting down 5 gold coins. No, I'm afraid that's not enough to buy a potato.
Yeah.
2 more.
And Adam, do you have institution sex?
Institution sex, I do not believe so.
All
No, I do not.
Because it's your own sect, you can make a 1d10 roll.
Okay. A 1!
All right. Oh, never mind.
My string of 9s finally gave out, so.
They always do.
All right, so what do you want to do?
So what was I rolling for there?
I was just trying to see what you knew about Chief Gao.
Okay. So apparently nothing. So I'll just see if I can ask around and see if I can talk to him.
Okay, well the thing is he's in Mai Chun, so that was the you're in Wuzhen. It's not even a day away, but it is some distance, and it's also in Lady 87's territory, if that matters.
Wait, is that a problem?
To myself, to Wuji, to Dalfang, to Saffron Tigress, probably, yeah.
Okay.
To you, probably here, okay.
I wasn't planning on bringing guys anyway.
But you could probably get there in like about...
Bang, we didn't even want to go.
You could probably get there in about 5 hours, Adam.
Okay. I'll head out.
All right, can you give me a survival roll? And this is going to apply to both there and back. So...
Okay. 3.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Luck has officially run out.
Okay. All right. Can you roll me 2d10, Adam?
Yes.
And add them together?
9.
9. All right.
15 yell appear, and
I think 9's usually... Oh, all right. Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
All right. So 5 men dressed in black surround you as you're traveling to Mai Chun, and one of them's wielding a crossbow. The rest are all wielding rope darts. They say, "Hey, beggar, we're gonna need some of your money."
You always choose such enticing targets?
Anybody on the road, we get them.
Well, I have a stick.
Come on, I know you beggars better than that. You guys have things stashed here and there. You might not have anything on you right now, but surely you can get me something.
So you want an IOU from me? You want me to get you something?
Well, I want a really punctual IOU, with me right behind you with a dagger to your back.
So you
I'm
think
sorry, I've got no spare daggers.
Yes, I keep all my money in my palace. So please accompany me.
So, how obvious were you making the insult there, Adam?
I was laying on the sarcasm as thickly as possible.
Okay, all right. He says, "Okay, boys, it looks like we're not going to get any cash today, but we'll get a bit of practice out of this one." And can you roll speed, Adam?
I will. 9.
Ooh, luck's back.
Just for that round.
All right, I just got to find my 87 killer stat block.
Oh!
Okay. All right. You
sorry,
got
it's
an.
pet.
All right, they got a 10. Luck is not on your side today. Okay, and I misspoke. They have spears. Not the lead guy has the rope dart and the crossbow, but everybody else has spears. And all right, so the first 4 sort of come at you with their spears. What's your parry?
My parry is it's a 5.
Okay. All right. So 2 of them are going to hit you unless you are able to counter.
Okay. I'm going to do a cathartic horizontal side step, which is athletics. And yeah, I got an 8, which allows me to also deliver a mundane attack with my stick. And it's a 3.
Unlucky.
That does not work.
Okay.
Can you roll for the other attack that hit?
Yeah. The horizontal sidestep is a success. I got an 8.
Okay.
And the counterattack 10.
All right, so you hit him. And you succeeded on the first counter. You just didn't actually hit him, right? You succeeded on evading him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I did successfully.
So add that
yes.
10 to the damage roll.
Okay. Okay, I got an 8.
All right. So you crack him with your stick, and that leaves the leader, who slings his rope dart at you.
Okay.
And he gets a 10 on his attack roll. But you can try to counter it if you have an appropriate counter.
Well, what did he hit me with?
Rope dart. He threw a rope dart at you.
Okay. I'll go with a see. Yeah, I'll do another horizontal sidestep here. I won't make it cathartic this time. I'll just do a standard one. Got an 8.
All right.
This is a success.
Oh, you're doing this. Okay. All right. So you succeed, and much to their frustration, and it's now your turn.
Okay.
And you can always run away. Keep in mind, you can always make an attempt to run away if you want.
That's true. That's true. I was hoping to go for intimidation, but I don't know if I've succeeded in that yet. Give me 1 second to think here. Okay. I'm going to use Stick of the Rebounding Dog on one of them. And I got a 4.
All right, so that does not work. All right, so they're gonna come at you again. So one of them got a 7 on his attack roll. A 9. 4. What's your parry again?
My parry is 5.
All right, so 3 of them are gonna hit. 3 of the lower rank looking guys are gonna hit you with their staffs.
Okay.
So you have a 7, a 9, and a 5 on the successful attacks.
7, a 9, and a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I'll go with horizontal sidestep again. And I'll do it cathartically. Wow, okay, I got 2 10s.
Okay, so you can roll for the
First
next one. And then you can roll for the attacks after.
Okay, I got a 6 and a 1 on the next one.
All right, so you're not going to do that one.
And an 8 and a 3.
All right, so you dodge the first 2. Can you roll for the? Are you going to do an attack on the first one?
Yeah.
Add the 2 tens for your 10s will be first attack.
I got a 9 on that one. And damage is 7.
Okay. All right, so you crack him in the skull.
Okay. And the next attack is a 7 to hit.
That's a hit.
And a 7 on the damage.
All right, so you crack another one of them with your stick. And what's their damage on this?
They're still up.
I'm sorry?
They're still up.
They're still up. And one of them, what's your hardiness?
It's 5.
All right, one of them does a wound to you.
Okay.
And the leader throws his rope dart again. And he got a 10 on his attack roll.
You can
All
choose
right.
to restrain from that.
Choose to what?
Or an extra wound.
Yeah, he can try to restrain you if he hits you with it.
Oh, I see.
Because he got a 10.
So, yeah. Definitely don't want that. All right. I'm going to...
How many counters do you have?
I'm gonna go with whirling dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, cathartic.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best one strategically. That's all. I got 2 10s.
Oh shit!
Wow.
All right. So you dodge, and it's your turn.
Yeah, I didn't even need to use the cathartic effect there. Okay.
You still get the imbalance refunded, so.
What's that? Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay. So my turn.
Yep. Do you have any area attacks, or do you have only attacks against single targets?
I only have single target attacks. Yeah, I didn't really have the option of any good area attacks.
Okay, no, I was just checking to see if that was a tactic available to you.
Yeah. At least let me just double check that I'm not missing something. But yeah.
So I'm just gonna cut back to them before your move, and then I'm gonna kind of do this because this battle's gonna take a little bit of time, I think. So I'm gonna cut back to them for a moment.
Sure.
So you guys are back in Wuzhen. Do you want to do anything while you're waiting for Adam to get back from his venture out?
I mean, I'll practice my kung fu and stuff.
Okay.
And
I'm guessing that the lady's gone off to. Yeah, you going with them?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go with her to Li Fan, Kenny?
Yeah.
All right, just you alone?
I assume so, unless anybody else is tagging along.
We'll bid them farewell.
I'll probably stay and train with War Shrunken Sword to get used to fighting with one leg.
All right.
I'll say to Wu Ji as he leaves, hey, I reckon that girl, she's probably free, so you should try and get along if you get what I mean.
I'll just shake my head then, Garrett. I'll see if I can find some special wine for you in the van.
Please do, please make sure you do. But also, you're a growing man. You need to be married already. Look at me. Treat me as your role model. I've even got a kid on the way. You need to hurry up.
So, Kenny, we're going to get a little complicated because you might get off of their timeline. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you might, but I want it. So, can you keep track of the 2 separate times? Is that a problem? Because I don't want you to be locked in Frozen waiting for everything. You know what I mean? Like, So, anyways,
locked in Frozen? Do you mean locked in the Disney movie Frozen? Because I can't think of
that's exactly what I meant. It's one of the quirks of the game system. Yeah,
it's written into the rules.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever. So Kenny, as you're leaving, she says, "My name is Niang, by the way."
How do you spell that?
Niang.
Isn't like it's one word or Niang?
It's one word. Niang.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I know which word it is.
Nyang, 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 nyang.
And so she says, "Are you wanted?" Presumably, since you've been hiding out, you might want to disguise yourself because they have very good wanted posters.
Is there any poison thing I can do to sort of change my complexion, make me seem...
You're an apothecary, so I'll just let you get away with that on a medicine roll, I think. I think you can...
But I'm more of a poisoner than I'm more of a...
Yeah, make a poison roll. Make a poison roll, and we'll see if you can make it happen.
Alright,
well, here's the thing. I'm sorry, but that's a win-win. Either he succeeds on the poison roll and he makes himself something that makes him look sick, or he fails on the poison roll and makes himself genuinely sick.
All right, so are you saying that I need to set the stakes differently for him? Or are you?
Oh no, I'm happy with the stakes. I have 40-10 if it comes to making a weird.
Or you could just get a fake beard.
Yeah.
Well, I think the result. I think if it fails, maybe you take like a wound from the,
I think if it fails, he accidentally poisons himself. And maybe he becomes incontinent for a bit.
Or ends up looking like Scholar Han.
Yeah.
Well, I think for right now we'll just make it a normal poison roll, and we'll see what happens.
I got a 9 at the highest.
All right, so that's feasible. You can do something that'll sort of give yourself a very what are you looking for, like a pale sort of gauntly complexion, or
I don't know, maybe change the tinge of my hair color or something as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that you can probably easily achieve with a variety of materials that you have access
And make
to.
my cheeks a bit puffier.
Okay.
And make my dick 2 inches bigger.
While we're at it.
A whole new.
You don't have the disguise roll, do you?
No, I don't.
All right. Let me just see if she has it. She might be able to help you out. Actually, you know what? You change. You look a little bit different, but not different enough. So she takes out some makeup and starts making you look substantially different. And she says you need to come up with a new name, and we need to avoid any officials on our way so they don't ask for passports and stuff.
Well, what's the name that you're going to be using?
She says, Li Bao.
Have we left
Awesome.
by this point? We haven't left yet, have we?
No.
Okay.
You should have Lee as your surname too. And that way you two can be married.
She says, I'm not going to be married to him.
Sister, that's a very harsh way to turn somebody's marriage proposal down.
She says, you
I'll
can
just
be my
shake my
brother.
head.
You're lucky Wuji is such a strong person, because otherwise they'd be committing suicide from such harsh rejection.
We're going
I'll
to
just
join
roll
our
my
family in
eyes.
Chen. The Li family lives in Chen, and we're going to join them.
Very well. My name that shall be. I don't know. Li Wu.
Li Wu.
Li Wu, shame on you! The eyes with which you are looking at your sister are full of impurity. For shame.
And
I just look at Dao Feng and go, could you do the honors?
I'll tap to see all the ones of Kashan. Oh, I got 10.
all right, so you seal the Winds of Gushan on him, and I think it's time we leave now.
I'm not.
Oh wait, goodbye.
and I'll like go say bye to my mother and all that.
Okay, your mother tells you to be safe, obviously.
And I'll ask her. Do I just have to stab the heart of a Yao to kill them?
She says, I believe that's what you have to do.
If I could burn the whole place, like, would that do anything?
I don't know what the arrangement is. I imagine that they have various protections in place. But she says you're smart. You'll know what to do.
People have a lot of faith in me, and I have no. Yeah, I'll nod and go. I'll see if I can do a bit of damage to the Empire while I'm there.
And Niang says, she's really pressed, so she says we should head out. And
Alright.
she leads the way unless you want to stop her.
I'll keep.
Oh,
Well, if
well,
she's leading the way, I'm gonna see if I can keep an eye out for like interesting herbs of any variety.
All right, you can make three survival rolls to sort of gather things.
10 on the first roll, 10 on the second roll, and 9 on the third roll.
Sorry, guys. Hold on, I gotta take my pill. You did gather some things, and you also made it to Fawn. But it's been
That's
3
it.
days, so just keep that in mind. And just give me 1 second, guys.
Gonna take on the Emperor. We're all gonna die.
That would be glorious, though.
We just need to get a good amount of meat shields in between us and them.
Let's see if we can find a way to make everybody a Yao sling sword.
Yeah, that's why we should collect Yao teeth, because there's Yao teeth in the hilt or the one we got now, so it's probably something to do with it.
Maybe. We're not sure about how the ladies' sword works.
Yeah, but the one we've got, it's at least the Yao teeth at least detect when there's Yao nearby, which would that alone would be useful.
I can pick up the ritual stuff that my character had in the dream world.
Especially if we can learn how to make Yao killing weapons, we can make weapons that aren't necessarily swords, or at least not
Yao
necessarily
sling
medium
needles.
swords.
Yao sling.
All right,
Yao
Adam,
sling. Rifle.
Adam, it's your turn.
A light sword.
Okay.
So you're still surrounded by these guys dressed in black, and they're still standing.
Okay.
And there's 5 of them.
It's my action?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Between my horizontal sidestep and the fact I have graceful retreat, can I retreat back a bit onto the top of a tree or something here, just to get
Yeah, you can do
get
that.
a better perspective?
Yeah,
Okay,
make a
do I
roll
need to
for
roll
both
it?
of them, and then you'll get to the top of a nearby tree if you succeed on both.
Okay, so graceful retreat is speed and athletics. Okay. So I got a 5 and a 9.
All right. Okay, so you is that on your first roll? You got a 9.
I got a 5 on the graceful retreat and a 9 on the horizontal sidestep.
All right. So you retreat back to a tree.
Okay,
some
but
distance
not up
away.
a tree.
So we'll say you get 60 feet away from them.
Okay.
And they sort of turn to you, and start chasing towards you. And so did you? Oh, let me think. What would be the? I guess they're still ultimately going to catch up, but they're not really going to be able to act when they reach you. So
Okay.
so they sort of catch up to you around the tree and surround you, and they say, don't even try to run away, coward. We're not through with you yet.
All right. It's a lot of effort for no money, but if you want to keep following.
He says, I'm just trying to get some practice in. We always need to train.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And he gets pretty mad at that. But it's your turn, Adam.
All right. I'm just gonna back up again here. I'm gonna try the same technique of using both to see if I can get further away.
What I'm gonna rule is if you get 2 techniques like that in a row, you'll be able to extricate yourself from the situation.
Sure. I got a 10 on the graceful
add that
retreat.
10 to the next roll. Add that 10 to the next roll because of.
So I get an extra die. Okay, great. And I got 2 10s.
All right.
So.
All right. So you just reverse, like he's sliding back and there's a dust storm under his legs, kind of a thing, and they just can't keep up with you. All you hear is the shouting, but you're already miles away by the time they can catch up to you.
Glad I got them to maximum rage before getting away, so that's good.
So, but you make it to my turn, and remember that roll you made for survival was for there and back. So because it's only
okay.
Now I do want to say that was an important encounter because you would have been significantly delayed if you got the crap beat out of you by them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I had a feeling.
So you do make it to Maichun, though, and you're looking for Chief Gao was the name of the guy that you were looking for.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna ask around amongst any beggars I can find.
All right. Yeah, they say, he's at the Bixie Moon Tea House in the alleyway there.
Okay, I'll head over to the tea house.
All right. You can see in the alley there's like a little like a market almost, like people are just peddling goods, and you can see you know the insignia of the various chiefs, and so he's got the sacks around his waist, and he's leaning up against the wall, and he's got a bowl in front of him, and he's blind.
Okay. Chief Gao, I am Lu Ping of our sect, and I request your help.
He says, "What do you need?"
I am looking for information on Iron God Meng. Apparently, he has been captured by the Emperor, and I am looking to see where he is being kept.
He says, "Yes, I've heard about this. Iron God Meng is being held at Henshi Temple."
At Henshi Temple.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's right by Temple Hill in the northern section of the province.
It's above the salt.
yeah, it's right above the salt.
Okay, I see.
He says, "I've heard about this. I've also heard they're gonna turn him into a Yao. At the first of the month."
Okay. So how much time does that give us?
What day is it today, Kenny?
22nd.
The 22nd. And there's and to add a little bit of time pressure, there's only 26 days in each month, Adam.
And it's what day? 22nd, and there's 26 days.
Yep.
Man. Okay.
And each of those hexes on the map is about a day, so just to give you a sense of the time frame.
So you could literally do the Bouchard thing of arriving just as they're about to perform the ceremony type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe a bit earlier.
All right. Great.
Because of how generous Brendan's feeling.
All right. I thank you for your assistance. This will be valuable. And I apologize that I have nothing to offer you.
He says, in the future, I'm sure you'll be able to bring me something.
I will be happy to. And I book out of there. I'm going to get back as fast as I can to Wujian.
All right. So Adam, I assume, probably bursts into the bookshop. How many wounds? Did you take any wounds in that fight? Were you beaten up at all?
I took one wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he looks a little roughed up when he gets there.
Okay. We have until the 1st of the month. Then he is going to be turned into a Yao. He is at Henshi Temple. We should leave immediately.
Sounds fine.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you guys are going to go. What was that?
How many?
What was that,
What's
Steve?
that?
How many days has he been away for?
Me? It was just 5 hours there and back.
Oh, okay, cool.
There.
So it's the 22nd for you guys. It's the 25th for me. I'm on a different time.
Yeah, okay.
But see, the beauty of it is when they get to Henshi Temple, you guys will be on the same day. If they don't fail their rolls, if they don't get lost, or that's actually the worst result you could get now is being lost. It's probably better that you guys meet Yao than you get lost on your way to the temple.
Yeah, that would be anticlimactic just to miss it.
And we can't really hire a guide, so...
No.
All right, so Saffron Tigress is going to go with you, I assume, and me Ping.
Yeah. Use all the help we can get on this.
Could I get some survival rolls for the journey?
Elliot usually does that, and he's not here at the moment.
Oh, Elliot's not... Oh, I didn't... Okay. What's Elliot's rank in survival? Do we know that?
I think he's for like traveling. It's 3 without any drunkenness.
All right. Can you? Why don't we assume he's a little drunk and have it be 2? And
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you roll that for him, Steven?
Yeah. 6.
All right. So the first day goes by without a problem. Can you roll for the second day?
Okay. And that was a 6 again.
All right. So that gets you boom, boom. All right. I need one more roll for the third day.
Okay. 10.
All right. All right. So you make it to Temple Hill and reach Henshi Temple on the 25th. And it's a temple of Henshi. It's surrounded by a wall. There's some shrines in there and a pagoda. But it also looks kind of militarized to you. Let me see here. You estimate that there's probably about, well, what's everybody's detect roll again?
I've got 2.
2.
3.
So, okay, so you can just eyeball it. It's probably about 40 or 50 soldiers in this temple.
Okay. So forward assault might not be good.
No.
You're all right, Elliot.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Do you want? We can end it at 6:30 if you need to. It's not,
Mhm.
This is not a bad spot to end things.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a big dramatic
Okay.
scene. It wouldn't be any good to do when you're wiped out.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not usually this tired, but
No, that's okay. We'll call it a day here, because you guys are both in. So we'll end it with Kenny is just arriving in Fan, and you guys are just arriving at Henshi Temple, and and it's the 25th for both sides. So that's good.
excellent.